icing of the sermon was this whole concept of thinking because you ain't doing it how they doing it, you ain't in the wrong. The goal has always got to be God, pleasing God, His way, His will. Because Pastor Greg said something that most pastors I feel like really don't say, but he been really giving us the history of it. And a lot of them was going against these other cultures and these other gods. These other gods had different expectations of their servants. So if you serve some of these ancient gods, like then you was bound to be down with some child sacrifice, some things that God don't like. Now David was around these other cultures, and apparently at some point, because he did not get this from God, it's okay for him to go after Bathsheba and set up that man for, plot on his life. Like he's using his rank and authority to do these things. But in comparison to all the other kings, he ain't did nothing wrong. He ain't did nothing wrong because he's a king. The king is the law. But because David serves God, he's able to have this process. I don't know what was off of this process where he couldn't keep his mind right to not commit this act, other than for our benefit, for us to learn from this great story of King David.
He was just lustful, right? He wasn't where he
Yeah,
was supposed to be. He wasn't supposed to be there anyway. And then he saw her
well,
and lusted after her.
I think it might have compounded to that at some point because I believe if you're praying daily, you staying connected with God, there's no way you don't fight the idea of doing this to this man. So, in my opinion, you can't be
Well, I
communicating
think
with
it also,
God and
well, yes,
on your center if
but I
you
think it also
not.
highlights the point. Like sometimes we make a mistake. Like his first mistake was first of all being there, and then the second of all was like seeing her and then deciding to have sex with her or whatever. But like it could have ended there. But when you know what I mean, like you don't get to choose what happens next, right? You make a
Yeah,
mistake,
once you
you have an
indulge it,
action,
like
you
stars.
don't know, like things are gonna happen. So she got pregnant, right? If she hadn't gotten pregnant, who knows what he would have done. So now you have a mistake and now you keep trying to
And
cover
covering
up
up.
and cover up. Like that's when it gets worse. We all know that even as a kid, right? We tell kids like just tell me the truth now. It's gonna be so much better than you trying to cover it up or I find out later. David pretty much did that. He tried to cover up his mistake and his lies. Same thing with Adam and Eve in the beginning. Like
Yeah,
we
but I
have to
think
take accountability before it gets to that point. And like you're saying, like if you're not connected to God,
in
then
that
you're not
relationship,
gonna do that. So
it make you subject to like a fall that I would say it shouldn't have went that way.
yeah, like if he
It
really
shouldn't have
thought
went
about it, he'd
that
be
way.
like, "Oh, I would never do something like
As
that."
he
That's
said
why when he gave him the example in the
in Second
story, he was like,
Samuel,
"Yeah, that guy needs to be killed for doing."
it got wrong. He said, "Yo, you you are he. You are he. You are the violator of this." So great word today, Pastor. Great teacher. Got to be the greatest teacher in the city. Great teaching, great practical word. Oh, yeah, I love it. I ain't even gonna hold y'all too much longer. Get off of here and go check out the One Church service. Go check that out. I gotta gas up my family's car, get them some food. They get hangry, man. McCoys get hangry.
Really?
But y'all got anything else to tell the people? Great church day. Even though it snowed, a shovel before church. Shout out to Pastor Greg. I didn't ask for credits. Yeah. You need a little time.
Welcome to Real McCoy TV, where faith intertwines with daily life, empowering us to inspire positive change. Our mission is not just to share our story, but to uplift our community and celebrate authentic tales of faith and family. Journey with us and witness Cleveland's vibrant sports scene alongside heartwarming church events and cherished family moments, all showcasing our shared values. New content graces your screens every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday evenings, making it easy to engage with us on this enlightening adventure. We invite you to be part of the Real McCoy experience. Whether you wish to call in, join discussions, or collaborate, your voice matters. Plus, support our mission through Cash App, GoFundMe, or Patreon. Together, we create a thriving community of faith and support where every contribution counts.